The reading of all good books is like a conversation with the finest minds of past centuries. So, Rene Descartes was this French mathematician and philosopher from the 17th century. While inventing the Cartesian coordinate system, which is named in memory of his work in the field of mathematics, he also revolutionized philosophy with his brand of rationalism. He was skeptical of a lot of stuff, but only because he desired certainty and knowledge about the world, like any of us trying to navigate this chaotic experience we call life. He is most famous for his one-liner, cogito ergo sum, though few people truly understand the weight of this seemingly obvious epiphany. At the time, the scientific revolution was sweeping across Europe, dismantling previously held truths about the cosmos like a Jenga tower. With people like Copernicus, Sir Francis Bacon, and Galileo trailblazing the field of scientific inquiry and finding new perspectives contrary to Christian dogma, the whole concept of certainty and belief seemed, well, uncertain. Descartes, as a mathematician, wanted none of that. For the thing with truth is that, like the arithmetic he loved so much, it isn't 99% true. Like, 1 plus 1 doesn't equal 1.9. It equals 2. He reasoned that truth must therefore be absolutely certain, and any information we work off of to arrive at truth that can't be relied upon 100% of the time must be discarded, for it could be a false assumption. He started by asking simple questions and investigating his sources of knowledge, to see if he could rely upon them to show him the truth 100% of the time. Does what I see always necessarily exist? Not really. Sometimes we see things that aren't there, or don't see things that are. Eyewitness testimony is proof enough as to how unreliable our senses are. Well, even if what I see doesn't necessarily exist, does the room I am standing in exist? Not necessarily, for I could be dreaming or in a simulation. What about my body? Certainly that must exist. Nope. I could be a brain in a vat, sent electrical impulses to make me think I have limbs or touch things, like in the Matrix. Okay. So I don't know for certain if all the things in the world exist. But do these thoughts about them exist? Yeah, definitely. And if these thoughts exist, then there has to be a thinking thing thinking these thoughts, right? Yep. So all my thoughts about the world, what I see or what I touch, may be filled with lies or illusions, but the thoughts about them certainly exist. And if I am thinking them, that must mean that I exist, certainly. Or, to put it another way, I think, therefore I am. Cogito ergo sum. We have no irrefutable evidence that the world we experience is undoubtedly true reality, but we do know for certain that our doubt about it being real is a thought and certainly exists. He isn't necessarily saying that the world we experience doesn't exist at all, just that we cannot know for certain that it is true reality, while we can know for certain that our doubts about the world certainly exist. The biggest and most popular depictions of this Cartesian skepticism in pop culture include The Matrix and Inception, in which the line between the virtual and reality is blurred to the point of near equivalence between the two. The Matrix, at least, gives us a clearer distinction between truth and lie, while Inception gives us no answers as to whether or not Cobb ends in base reality, even though the moral of the story is that it doesn't matter either way. But I'll cover Inception another day. Upon first hearing about the line cogito ergo sum, it can be easy to dismiss it as completely redundant to prove one's own existence, as well as a waste of time to doubt the outside world exists. But if you entertain the thought for a moment, it is really quite mind-blowing how little we know for certain, and all of the assumptions we operate under in order to navigate through our chaotic lives. Or maybe I'm just thinking a bit too much about this, and seeing really is believing. Thank you for watching. If you enjoyed the video, please like, leave a comment below, or hit that subscribe button. It all helps. Or check out my appearance on the Nois Bois podcast. Link is in the description. See you in the next video.